as we're off in Week 4.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Handoff to Mixon. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd down, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tip the balance in his favor to go #1.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Mixon. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Four down. Alert. 87's me. 87's me.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Express. You're mine.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Hey.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Give him 30 yards there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, the run with Lynch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Express.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Carr gives to Marshawn. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carrier, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Now Carr, dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a short return to the 6-yard line. To Vecchio now to kick this one away.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
And the Browns getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's got room. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Tight end right. Four down. Check.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, boys, you got 4 down.
4th down, Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Leopard.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the 1st round. But they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one in Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And now Oakland ready to take the field.
Get set, get set.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Michael Kendricks coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Carr going to throw, and he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Oh, he slipped right by him. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Justin Ellis in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No, check, Patriots,
Nixon trying to punch it in, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. as the first half is winding down, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hurry, get set, fellas. Watch that in, tight end. 734.
Carr now on first down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Following the interception, Mayfield looking for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, there in coverage. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Express.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. They set up the screen to Lynch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st down, Carr. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there. Carr to Nelson, 48 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Carr now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Tight right, tight right. Everyone got four down.
Now a play fake. Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
You got three.
6:37.
53's the mark.
Carr to throw again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Leopard!
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Leopard!
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Leopard!
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Leopard! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll run with Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Leopard!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Forced out to his left. On the catch pitch. It's Duke Johnson. And he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Leopard! Leopard!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Leopard!
Mayfield on play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He's at the 50. 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Get down, get down! Blue 80! Deuce right. Hey, here we go.
They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. His throw caught around the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First target, first catch, and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
29!
They'll run for it with Lynch. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They get it to him running left. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal.
Hey, boys, we got four down. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Here is Lynch on 3rd and goal. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye.
93. Hurry,
97.
They'll run for it. Lynch. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
They begin with a run by Mixon. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Here's Carr, trying to lay one up deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Space to maneuver at the 40. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the rookie Denzel Ward. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Mayfield now over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Browns, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
words come in. Sounds like I